Homeowners insurance. Basics. Homeowners insurance provides financial protection against disasters. It is a package policy, which means that it covers both damage to property and liability or legal responsibility for any injuries and property damage policyholders or their families caused to the other people. This includes damage caused by household pets. Damage caused by most disaster is covered, but there are expected exceptions. Standards homeowners policies do not cover flooding, earthquake, or poor maintenance. Flood coverage, however, is available in the form of a separate policy, both from the National Flood Insurance Program and FIP and from a few private insurers. Earthquake coverage is available either in the form of an endorsement or as a separate policy. Most maintenance related problems are the homeowner's responsibility. A standard homeowners insurance policy includes four essential types of coverage. They include: point number one, coverage for the structure of the home. This part of a policy pays to repair or rebuild a home if it is damaged or destroyed by fire, hurricane, hail, lightning, or other disaster listed in the policy. It will not pay for damage caused by a flood, earthquake, or routine wear and tear. Most standard policies also cover structures that are not attached to a house, such as a garage, tool shed, or gazebo. Generally, these structures are covered up for about 10% of the total amount of insurance on the structure of the home. Point number two, coverage for personal belongings. Furniture, clothes, sport equipment, and other personal items are covered if they are stolen or destroyed by fire, hurricane, or other insured disaster. Most companies provide coverage for 50 to 70% of the amount of insurance on the structure of at home. This part of the policy include of premises coverage. This means that belongings are covered anywhere in the world unless the policyholder has decided against off premises coverage. Expensive items like jewelry, furs, and silverware are covered, but there are usually dollar limits if they are stolen. To ensure these items to their full value, individuals can purchase a special personal property endorsement or floater and insure the item for its appraised value. Trees, plants, and shrubs are also covered under standards homeowners insurance, generally up to about $500 per item. Perils covered are theft, fire, lighting, explosion, vandalism, riot, and even failing aircraft. They are not covered for damage by wind or disease. Point number three, liability protection. Liability coverage protects against the cost of lawsuits for bodily injury or property damage that policyholders or family members cause to other people. It also pays for damage caused by pets. The liability portion of the policy is based for both pays for damage caused by pets. The liability portion of the policy pays for both the cost of defending the policyholder in court and any court award up to the limit of the policy. Coverage is not just in the home but extend to anywhere in the world. Liability limits generally start at about $1 lakh. However, experts recommend that homeowners purchase at least $3 lakh worth of protection. An umbrella or excess liability policy which provides broader coverage including claims for libel and slander, as well as higher liability limit, can be added to the policy. Generally, umbrella policies cost between $200 to $350 for $1 million of additional liability protection. Homeowners policies also provide no-fault medical coverage in the event that someone the injuries is injured in a policyholder's home. The injured person can simply submit medical bills to the policyholder's insurance company. In this way, expenses are paid without a liability claim being filed. This coverage, however, does not pay the medical bills for the policyholder's own family or pets. Point number 4, additional living expenses. This pays for the additional cost of living ways from home if a house is inhabitable due to damage from a fire, storm, or other insured disaster. It covers hotel bills, restaurant meals, and other extra living compenses incurred while the home is being rebuilt. Coverage for additional living expenses differs from company to company. Many policies provide coverage for about 20% of the insurance on a house. The coverage can can be increased for an additional premium. Some companies sell a policy that provides as unlimited amount of loss of use cover age but for a limited amount of time. और बना लो रिकॉर्डिंग और कर लो रिकॉर्डिंग और कर लो दूसरी Additional living expense coverage also reimburses homeowners who rent out part of their home for the rent that would have been collected from a tenant if the home had not been destroyed. Types of homeowners insurance policies. There are several types of homeowners insurance policies that differ in the amount of insurance coverage they provide. The different types of are fairly standard throughout the country. However, individual states and companies may offer policies that are slightly different or go by other names such as standard or deluxe. People who rent the home they live in have specific renters policies. The various types of homeowners insurance policies are listed below. HO3, this is the most common policy and protects the home from all perils except those specifically executed. HO1 limited coverage policy. This bare bones policy provides coverage against the first 10 disasters. It is no longer available in most states. HO2 basic policy. A basic policy provides protection against all 16 disasters. There is a version of HO2 designed for mobile homes. HO8 older home designed for older homes. This policy usually reimburses for damage on an actual cash value basis, which means replacement costs less reflection. Full replacement cost policies may not be available for some older homes. HO for renter, created specifically for people who rent the home they live in. This policy protects personal possessions and any parts of the apartment that the policyholders owns, such as newly installed kitchen cabins against all 16 disasters. HO6 condo co-op, a policy for people who own a condo or co-op. It provides coverage for belongings and the structural parts of the buildings that they own. It protects against all 16 disasters. What type of disasters are covered? Most homeowners policies cover the 16 disasters listed below. Some bare bones policies only cover the first 10. Fire or lighting, windstorm or hail explosion, riot or civil commotion, damage caused by aircraft, damage caused by vehicle. Smoke, vandalism or malicious mischief, theft, volcanic eruption, falling object, weight of ice, snow or sleet, accidental discharge or overflow of water or stream from within a plumbing, heating, air conditioning, or automatic fire protective sprinkler system, or from a household appliance. Sudden and accidental tearing apart, cracking, burning, or building of a steam or hot water heating system and air conditioning or automatic fire protective system, freezing of a plumbing, heating, air conditioning, or automatic fire protective sprinkler system, or of a household appliance. Sudden and accidental damage from artificially generated electrical current does not include loss to a tube, transistor, or similar electronic component.